Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's do episode 2 of the Ireland Arumba's Assay. Okay, so we're going to play most of this episode and see where we end up. I think bankruptcy is probably going to be the best option. I did a little bit more math on it, and the income to expenses ratio is just so high that this is going to take so long to pay off, it's just not worth it. Bankruptcy is only 5 years. We lose a little bit of monarch points due to the admin loss, the stab loss and everything, and we lose whatever other monarch points that we have, but it's not going to be too bad. So I demanded 100 points from the clergy, and then I just spent a little bit more on development, sinking into that base tax. We need to put down these rebellions before we deal with it, and see if we can get out of this religious turmoil disaster. We got 7 months to do so. It's going to be tight, but let's see what we can do. Alright, our army's arrived. We've got a 3-1-3. Let's go take care of that army first. We've got the Catholic Zealots. How close are these guys to enforcing? Not at all. We've got the rebels over in Scotland and Aberdeenshire. Aberdeenshire is upset because of controlled by the nobles. That's going to just cause a problem for a while. Intolerance is super high. Probably going to want to convert this one next just to get rid of the problem. That might work. Okay, we're losing some cash again. The army is threatening to cost us a lot of money if it reinforces. Let's just shift consolidate to get rid of some of that. Alright, shift consolidate again because we're tight on cash, and we're just going to march up with the majority of these troops. Let one troop stay there to take that back. I really want to try to avoid another loan here. This is a very bad state, but we might still need to do it. And we had to renew another loan, even more inflation. Okay, that seems unfortunate, but fine. We might end up taking out one more loan here before we're done. This army's heading over to Nipmuc, which is fine. This ship is, for some reason, protecting trade in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. We don't need to do that. Let's send him in a privateer in Genoa as well. We'll go join up with the other fleets. That battle should go just fine. This army will come up behind him and take care of that province. We got control of this one again. 105 per year, so less than a year to go. Part of the reason why we're losing so much money again now is that we've got this extra colony that just arrived. I think we can afford to do it. I mean, it'll be fine. I'm strongly considering declaring bankruptcy as soon as we've got these rebels taken care of, because we have a long truce with our primary rival, England, and with Burgundy. We've got until February of 53, but we're allied to France and Poland, so I doubt he's going to declare on us. And aside from rebels, we won't really have to do anything for just 5 years. We've got to put down these rebels, and then we'll be fine. Got rebels over here too. Which one was that? Munster separatists are pissed off in Dias someplace because of war exhaustion, overextension, religious unity, intolerance. All of that should be gone if we could just get this out of the way, but we only have 6 months, and I don't see how we're going to get above 50% religious unity in that time. Even with 5-month conversions. This disaster might fire no matter what at this rate. This turmoil is going to give us some penalties. As long as we, like, solve all of our problems while we're bankrupt, it probably won't really matter. I was going to hire the missionary strength guy, but yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to lose all of our advisors if we do declare bankruptcy. And we can't build buildings. There's, like, literally nothing we can spend money on. So, let's take care of this rebellion. When half of your income is consumed with interest, then you know that you're probably leaning toward bankruptcy. Okay, at this point, I'm going to consolidate. I'm going to get rid of one of the cav. Let's full consolidate the infantry so we don't reinforce this quickly. And That corps can continue. This province, where is the actual colonist? Got that guy there, and this guy's coming back to here. I don't really care which one finishes first. I just want it to finish, so we stop paying all this money. Okay, we can support this for a little while, but not long. There's one conversion done. Go convert Lothian if we can. Oh, it's already converted. No, it's Aberdeenshire. 5 months. Strength Edict. Over here, we can't turn that one off yet, but we'll try to convert that soon as well. Is a half core. We don't need to full core it if we want the colonial nation to spawn. I think going for 2 colonial nations here is probably a bit too aggressive. I'd go for just getting 1. Part of the problem with Irish Canada is that they don't have enough income to support their own colony, and we don't have enough money to support them. So we need to get them up to like 7, 8, 9, 10 colonies. And also we're not getting any benefit from this because they only have 4 cities at the moment. I'm guessing possibly when he lost that previous war was when he lost one of the provinces for the colonial nation. We need a park guy in Aberdeen. Self-unrest to over here. Unaccepted culture, separatism. Growing progress is at 15%. And yet we have a colony here. Or, sorry, a vassal here. Okay, I'm going to do this. This is going to slow down our ability to create a colonial nation, but I'm going to grant them Manhattan. I'm going to cancel the core of Nipmuc. I mean, we're going to lose half the points. Probably shouldn't have started it in the first place. But we're going to compartmentalize our problems. So the Iroquois are going to get Nipmuc now. They'll deal with that, which means that we don't have to deal with any rebellions over here anymore. He has an army that won't be bankrupt, so he'll be able to take care of the rebellion if it fires, and we'll be able to augment it if we need to. But for now, we're going to send these troops home. Help put down rebellion over here. And now I just want to take a closer look at this. Having bankruptcy while we have religious turmoil would be awful. Let's boost stability again. Man. There's no way we can get to 50% religious unity right now. It's just not going to happen. Okay, I wanted the monarch points, but I think what we're going to do is grant these guys a little bit more land to make them loyal now, even if it costs us some of the autonomy, because we can't afford to have more unrest from the nobles being upset at the moment. So even though this is going to put us over by a fair bit, I just need them to be loyal right now. And honestly, if the disaster fires, it's not going to be a big deal anyway, because we're going to have other disasters to deal with, and we can revoke the land, and it'll be fine. For now, we're just trying to avoid some of these actual rebels from firing. All this control by nobility will go away very soon. You are at 182 and maxed out. We can't integrate you until you are at 190. Neighboring heretic religion. Economy suffering due to diverted trade. That is Wales. Okay. Well, their liberty desire is at 0%, possibly even -0, like even lower. Let's enforce their religion now. Irish Canada as well. That also might help out with some of these points. It means that Wales should like us more now, and we can start integrating him if we want. Or we could let him use his missionary to try to convert. But I do think we should start integrating him. Okay. I don't like this disaster. This is the biggest disaster that I'm worried about. Scottish separatists are climbing up slightly. That's kind of to be expected. Active missionaries is the only real reason we have the unrest now. Intolerance as well. Trying to get rid of the intolerance by doing the conversion. But the conversion is going to take another couple months. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get this disaster, no matter what we do. So let's just let it fire. We'll hold off on declaring bankruptcy until we resolve this disaster. Let's make sure the forts are on right before the disaster fires, because there could be rebels that spawn. Let's give it a month or two to have those on. And of course we have to take a loan, which is fine. This is very salvageable. I don't want people to think like I'm concerned and like we can't salvage this. We're in a very strong spot relative to our neighbors, so I'm not worried. Let's get this army up to there. Just mothball the transports, because we don't need them to have full strength anyway. Merchants are leaving, lose domestic trade power. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So that should be our whole army. There's religious civil disorder. So we can try to eradicate the heretics to bring peace, and we get 26 religious regiments. Or we can say tolerant society. Well, we're not going to bump stab. And even though I want the missionary strength versus heretics, I don't think we can fight a 26 stack, so we have to become tolerant. And by parking the stack here, we're trying to get rid of the Scottish rebellion before... so the missionary can finish his job. He's got 2 missionaries active, so that's nice. He's actually got pretty good religious speed, too. And he is at what? Oh, he's got religious ideas. Nice. All right, next we're going to go to our 4-month conversion of Ayrshire. Why not? Okay, we've gained 100 ducats in debt, but we've also been gaining monarch points. These monarch points, while they will be taken from us if we go bankrupt, we can still just like hide them in development, which I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to declare bankruptcy. So with that in mind, we're going to sink everything we can into development. Now that we have the other promoted culture slot taken, I'd like to get caught up on military tech, but again, we just need to hide these monarch points. Especially the type that give us more money. Also general, let's get this guy here then. And 4 ducats a month in colonial, extra colonial maintenance is just brutal. But it won't be for much longer. Let's go speed 4. Right, so how do we get out of the religious turmoil disaster? One of the following must be true. Fewer rebel-controlled provinces than 1. One of the following must be true. Is force converted or get to 90% religious unity, or have had it for 25 years. Scottish separatists now at 90% already. Damn. It's going to force that to fire on us. It'd be great if we could get another missionary. Okay, Aberdeen should be fine. We now head over to Ayrshire. This guy's got conversions on the way. Alright, since the army's nearby, we'll turn that fort off and this fort off again as well. We have a 3% chance that we have this rebellion fire next month. Let's just cross our fingers that it doesn't. Meanwhile, war exhaustion's now gone. They're only upset in West March because of intolerance and the religious unity. So every conversion we get now is going to radically improve overall country's stability. We could also consider going for the negative unrest guy instead, but I'm going to stick with the Inquisitor for now. Great, Delaware's done. Awesome. That's going to help out a lot. Not gonna actually core that, but I'm gonna turn it into a state. We have a colonist there and a colonist here. $105 per year means it's growing. In like 4 months, it'll be finished no matter what. Let's recall that. Rather than try to create a new colonial nation there, I'm going to keep colonizing up here so that this guy can eventually have enough money to actually do something. Depending on development. Yeah, I'm going to go for like one of these six base development provinces over here. Get him some profit. Can we be bankrupt right now while we have religious turmoil? I mean, if this 15 stack fires, it'd be incredibly hard to fight while dealing with that. Alright, lastly, we got West March. This state is now converted. We can turn off the state edict as soon as it's available. Let's convert this one next. Every conversion is also giving us some church power, so we can probably turn on a church power edict soon, like the -1 unrest, or possibly just go for the money or global settler increase, something like that. But that's enough to get the Scottish separatists to decay, so that's good. All right, Reformer seeks safe haven. For as long as the Reformer lives within our borders, he may choose to criticize or condone the policies of our state church. We get harboring Reformer, yearly prestige, more church power, Commonwealth loses opinion of us, or we can lose church power. We need the church power, so we're going to take it. All right, Commonwealth. Even though we're friends. All right, and that, again, gets us a little bit closer to the next church power thing. All right, so a little bit more time pass. Okay, Clan Ricard. Causing some unrest. Which is just due to the missionary, which is fine. Keep moving this army around. Truce with Austria and Spain is up. And Burgundy and Naples and Florida. Okay. Well, as long as we have our alliance chain, I don't think that they're going to declare on us. Seems unlikely. We are still in a kind of dire strait here, but... Missionary's almost done. Colony's almost done. Turn off this edict here now. Next conversion, we can get 3.5% unity out of York. Very temporarily losing money again because of that extra colony, but the new colony is now done. Okay, so for now we're going to run these two colonies. Oh, they're slightly above 40%. I'm going to revoke province that they really shouldn't have. Keep them as low down to there as we can. Same thing with the burghers. There's some provinces that I would like to revoke again. If we can keep them above 40% loyalty is the real question. And the clergy, we want to stay above 60%, but soon we're going to want to start revoking some of this land as well. Get it back under our control directly. Goes colonial enthusiasm. Shame. Okay, most of the rebels are going down. Cornwall is still upset. Down here, due to unaccepted culture, intolerance, separatism. Which is fine. As soon as we get the army down there. Actually, it doesn't need to be where it is right now, so we'll do that. And our subject has managed to convert nearly 2 of the provinces. What about Lenap? What now? Lenap has attacked our colony. And our colonial nation, Irish Canada, has no troops because they have no money. Neat. This is why we don't want to colonize adjacent to them until this guy's got a little power base. I mean, he's going to lose this. He lost one already. You gotta, I know it's tempting to go after these things, but you've got to get them a power base. They need enough land that they can actually field an army before you try to push into the natives. Also, the longer you wait, the bigger the tech disparity gets. By colonizing adjacent to them, you let them catch up on tech, and then it makes the wars much harder. So, I want to do more. I want to do more, but I don't feel like we can really commit to playing a third episode of this. It's a slow grind out at this point, but it is doable. Just going to focus on that state since we have that state edict on. So let me turn this edict off. Make it 2.8, negative 2.8 ducats now with the policies on. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more development. Manpower cap, 36,600, gaining 350 per month. We are 62% annexed. I want him to at least get a little bit of the land converted, which I think he'll be able to get 2 of them done. We may want to temporarily pause the conversion, or sorry, the integration, until he finishes converting the other 2 for us, since he's got those ideas. And we don't want to have to pay for the missionary. So to do that, if we do decide to do that, we'll just temporarily toggle scutage on him once we get closer to full integrated. And then wait for the 2 missionaries to complete the next 2 provinces, and then we placate him once, or whatever we have to do to get him to be loyal again. Oh, right. Ah, shoot. I meant to mention this at the very beginning of the episode, and I forgot. Crap. We're paying for harbor fees from France, and I don't know why. It's costing us 0.9 ducats a month. It's giving us nothing. We don't need harbor fees from France. We do not want fleet basing rights here. This doesn't update on this screen, but next month we shouldn't be paying it anymore. Harbor fees 0.9, and 1 more month. It's gone, but it'll still be here for some reason. It's just a bug in the game. It'll show it there, but we're not actually paying it. So that's something we could have done a long time ago to save money. So last month, monthly balance was negative 1.22, not negative 2. So we're almost even. But I would try to convert and get rid of this problem, get rid of all of our rebels, and actually I would say that at this point, if there's any more development that we can do, we should do it, and then we should declare bankruptcy. Wait 1 more month to get 1 more click, but I'm not going to worry about it. So manually declaring bankruptcy is going to cost us some things. We haven't been building any buildings. The development will be taken away. It's going to reset a lot of stuff. And for 5 years, we're going to have all these penalties. We are going to lose the advisors. We're going to lose some of that other stuff. But we're going to also get 2,800 ducats back. We're going to do that. We're bankrupt. Whatever. It is what it is. And now we have 12 ducats a month net income. And that's because all of the interest is gone. We don't have the diplomatic expenses. We could hire advisors, but they're like ridiculously expensive now because of the penalty. And from here, I think it's a matter of maintaining the relationship with France, maintaining the relationship with Commonwealth, keep on doing good things with trade, and waiting 5 years. And just dealing with all this stuff, converting the rest of the country. So anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this one. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. At the end, we started off with 22 ducats a month in income. Now we're making 28. We started off with like 2,500 ducats in debt. With a bankruptcy declaration, we have no ducats in debt. And we're making net 12 instead of negative net 9, where he started. That's without any advisors as well. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you as always for watching. This is how I would handle this situation. See you next time.